Hey, it's Colette here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how you can write your book in 12 weeks. When I say that to people, they either look at me really excitedly and say, let's do this, or they look at me like I'm a liar and they think, well, how can anybody actually write a book in 12 weeks without cutting corners in some way or working themselves to death? And here's how I look at it. You've probably heard of the famous escapologist and magician Harry Houdini, and he could do amazing things in front of people's eyes. He could escape from padlocks and straitjackets. He could be in an underwater tank all tied up and he would get out, and people would think, well, how's he doing that? He used to do one trick where there was a big solid brick wall on stage and there was a couple of hedges either side of this wall, and Houdini would stand next to the wall at the start of the act. The hedges would be moved together so you could still see the wall and over the top of the wall, but you couldn't see the sides anymore. Within 20 seconds or so, the hedges would be pulled back, and surprisingly, Houdini was suddenly at the other side of this very thick, solid brick wall, and it seemed superhuman. How could he do that? He didn't go over the top, and he didn't walk round the front either, because the audience could see that area all the time. But what he did do was he put a rug over the trapdoor of the stage, a little area where pieces of set could be raised up through the floorboards. And he put a rug across there, and he could go from one side to the other under the rug, and he would just crawl underneath, and the audience couldn't see that from the front. And then the curtains would come back, the hedges would come back, and he'd pop out at the other side, and that's how he did it. All he did was crawl 3 or 4 sort of steps, if you like, on his hands and knees under the stage. And once you know that, actually getting from one side of the wall, instead of thinking I've got to get through solid concrete or brick that's nearly a metre thick, I could just go underneath it. And it's the same with the book. I've worked out these Houdini techniques, for want of a better phrase, that make it really simple for you to write that book in 12 weeks. It doesn't need to be super hard. It doesn't need to take forever. I spent my whole life working with information from the age of 11 when I got my first computer, and I've had 35 years experience as I record this video, so I know the easy ways to do all sorts of things, and I know how to help people get the same results because I've devoted my life to it. So that's why you can write a book in 12 weeks, simply by following a system that makes it easy. I've been Colette Mason. If you'd like more of my hints and tips, you can join me on my website at letstellyourstory.com, and I'd love to see you there. I'll see you on another video.